Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be here today to learn more about the Global Open Innovation Program that Galp is launching. For those of you who are not familiar with the platform, as you can see on the bottom right corner, there's a chat where you can make any connection or interaction with us and with the rest of the people and startups that are here today. And there is also another tab for questions, so you can feel free to ask absolutely anything. We will cover all the questions throughout the session. Maybe meanwhile we are talking about different topics, or if not, we will make sure to have a dedicated time at the end of the webinar to answer all the different questions. Um, aside from that, I am Alba. I am part of Hello Tomorrow team. I am a deep tech and innovation consultant. And here we are with Gonzalo, who is also a deep tech and innovation consultant at Hello Tomorrow. And among the public, we also have Juan Botero, who is an innovation manager at Hello Tomorrow and is working with us in this open innovation program with Galp. So a quick presentation about Hello Tomorrow with for those who don't know us that much. We are a company that was founded in 2011, and the main goal has always been to help deep tech startups, to give them visibility and to help them connect with the right people, partners, investors, etc. And because of that, we have a very big event and competition. But aside from that, for the last 5 years, we have also been running the consulting activity, which we are all part of the team right now here. And the consulting team main focus is to help the corporates, the innovation teams, to explore what is out there, what technologies can be a good fit for them, and of course to connect with the right startups, as it is the case today with Galp. So the team has grown quite a lot since we were founded. We are 30 people with a very mixed backgrounds and science, business, also communications, of course. And we have a big network all around the world, so we can help all the startups with their different needs. And as I was saying, today we are here to learn more about Galp's innovation program. And for that, we have two amazing people of Galp, Joanna Larsen, Open Innovation Lead, and Marco Ferrat, Head of Industrial Innovation Center, that will be covering all your doubts and also will give us more insight about Galp's and also about the specific innovation program that we are covering right now. So maybe Joanna and Marco, you want to present yourself a little bit?
Okay, I'll go ahead. So I'm Joanna. I am part of the Open Innovation team at Galp. I lead currently the startups and external ecosystems area. And what we do is we are in charge of connecting Galp to startups and to other potential partners that can eventually enter the pipeline of innovation opportunities at Galp. This means that we work together with our innovation centers that Marco is a part of, and we help them get introduced to the best partners so they can test innovative solutions that could even have the potential to be scaled and integrated into the business. And it's once again a very good and great opportunity to be here today to speak about the Startup the Future program. Now, Marco, you can go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm Marco Ferraz. I'm the head of industrial innovation. I'm still getting used to the new name. I'm in Galp for more than 11 years. Started with the upstream business. 3 years ago, started with the challenge of managing an innovation center. Our center is the biggest one in sense of we are the ones looking at all the technologies. From the oil and gas production to the refining to hydrogen to low carbon fuels, carbon capture, to even the battery value chain, and we're going to talk about that today. So as you can imagine, a lot going on, a lot of projects, more than 50 projects going on at this stage, more than 130 million euros on the portfolio, and we're always trying to find brand new solutions. So we usually say we are the tip of the sword in a company like Galp that wants to make the energy transition, and we are the ones to test, right? The ones to try out new things, and success feels like finding good solutions, but also saying which are the ones that are not ready yet to develop, and that's basically it. And thank you very much once again for having us.
Of course. Um, Thank you so much for the introductions. And maybe we can start with a quick overview of Galp. What is it today? And then what you would like it to be in the future. Joanna, maybe you can go with that part.
Sure. Okay, so for those of you who might not know Galp, we are an integrated energy company based in Portugal, but with direct operations in a total of 10 countries, which are mostly Iberia, so Portugal and Spain, then big operation in Brazil, and also in some African countries. We are originally an oil and gas company, but we have been shifting our business to renewables and new energies, and we have a strong focus on decarbonizing our industrial facilities. And here on the slide, you can also see a few numbers related to how we are mixed in terms of nationalities and employees. You can move the slide, Alba. Most specifically about why we are all here today. So in the innovation team and the innovation department, our main goal is, of course, to build a portfolio of opportunities so that Galp can help and drive the energy transition. We are a very diverse group of individuals working in innovation. So we are about 25 people. We have very diverse backgrounds that range from engineering and psychology to design and geology. So very diverse in terms of cognitive and backgrounds. We also have 9 different nationalities, and we are spread across different Galp offices from Madrid to Rio de Janeiro. Besides that, we have 2 innovation centers that mirror our Galp's business units. Marco already introduced a bit the Industrial Innovation Center. This center is in charge of reframing our core business, which is, of course, related to oil. So while oil still exists, we are going to try and maybe try to decarbonize it to the maximum. So we explore for that carbon capture and utilization technologies. We explore green hydrogen, storage, biofuels, e-fuels, and many other areas that can make our industrial facilities less carbon intensive. Besides, we have the Renewables and Commercial Innovation Center, which explores many different topics. It explores, of course, renewable energies, quite self-explanatory, but of course we have solar and wind generation, but we have innovative projects such as agrivoltaics, which connects agriculture and solar PV, or even virtual power plants. Besides that, we also focus on smart energy solutions with projects related to flexibility and aggregation. We also explore projects related to electric and smart mobility. A few examples are battery swapping, second life batteries, and wireless charging. And finally, one of our verticals in this innovation center is also smart retail, which is the only one that is not directly related to the energy transition. And it's a vertical that focuses on the customer experience at our convenience stores that are mainly located at our service stations, with projects such as self-checkout and computer vision. And now a bit more about Startup the Future. You see here on the slide the Galp Upcoming Energies, which is our open innovation platform. So the team that I work with and that connects Galp to startups, to academia and other partners. Last year, we had the idea to launch a fully by Galp innovation program, a global innovation program. And it got more than 200 applications from more than 50 countries. And we are already in the process of testing solutions with startups from last year, which are Coolbox and Mobilize. So that is why we are relaunching the program, and that's why we are here today with you. And we really hope that you can help us at the innovation department to test our solutions and eventually enter this 100 million euros of portfolio that we have with projects ongoing and a lot of the projects that we are managing here with Marco's team and in other teams at Galp. And that's it for me today.
Thank you so much, Joanna. So here I'll do a quick overview of the program. So this program, Startup the Future, that we have going on with Galp, as Joanna just introduced to us, is based on 5 different verticals. As you can see from left to right, we have managing data, scaling energy storage and environmental processes, which is why you're here today. So it's the topic that we're going to discuss today. Also decarbonizing and optimizing the industry, bringing energy to everyone, and harnessing electric mobility. That one is going to be hosted by BMW along with Galp and Hello Tomorrow next week. So if you know anyone of your in your networks that might be interested, feel free to share it with them as well. So we have managing data, decarbonizing and optimizing the industry, bringing energy to everyone have already passed, but you can also access their recordings in our YouTube page. We'll put a link in the chat. But today we're here to talk about scaling energy storage and environmental processes. And also, just quickly, we're looking for startups working on technology-based solutions, at least at the TRL of 3-4, so basically at the experimental proof of concept stage. And here, I would like to pass the word to Marco to talk a little bit about more about the scaling energy storage and environmental processes and the technologies and solutions that we're looking for. So, Marco, the floor is yours whenever you want.
Thank you so much. I'm ready to go. Okay, so yeah, as it was said, the challenge is big. We need to find. We are always trying to find new technological solutions to address, and this is based in 3 main pillars. We need to optimize and decarbonize our resources. We need also to improve our operations, and we need to find a new energy matrix. The first that we see here, measurement of methane emissions, is something that is key. Methane and CO2 are 2 key greenhouse gases. Methane is a greenhouse gas with not a so long cycle, but that harms a lot our atmosphere, and it's really important to find solutions that allows us to monitor in a very efficient way on during our operations. Also, green hydrogen. Green hydrogen is mainly the key tool to decarbonize the energy industry, and it's important to us to find new solutions that actually provide, enhance, and improve the operation on green hydrogen as well. Galp is making a significant investment on green hydrogen with a 100 megawatt electrolyzer. It's a big beast that we're dealing with, and we want to, of course, improve that efficiency as well. Then we have 2 topics on storage, very much related, and very much related what we like to call the beyond lithium. Today, most of the batteries are related with lithium, which is, of course, a mineral that is scarce. You don't have it anywhere or everywhere. So we actually want to look at alternatives that also have different market applications. We know that, for instance, sodium batteries, etc., can have different applications from lithium batteries, and also other types of storage, any type of energy storage that can actually address the intermittency of the green energy that we're all looking for today. And also a third topic related to batteries, that is the recycling part. We know that in order to avoid having so much feedstock, for instance, once again, lithium, you can actually work on recycling. Strategic minerals are very rare across the globe, and one of the tools is, of course, to recycle this type of materials. It's good for the environment, and we do believe that it's a significant business in the future of energy. So that's basically it. 5 key pillars to address. Just drop us your ideas.
Thank you so much, Marco,
Thank
and
you.
for your very clear and thorough explanation of the technologies and solutions that we are looking for here, Startup the Future, and this specific scaling energy storage and environmental processes uh, vertical of the program. Now, I would also ask Joanna to quickly go over the value proposition. What does Galp offer to startups that want to apply? Joanna, if you can quickly
Of
go over it.
course. So the main thing for us is that we want to give you the chance to co-develop a pilot with us. So we want to work with you, and we want to test solutions with you. This is our main value proposition. Besides that, you will be able to have access to our corporate venture capital team for those of you who are also looking for opportunities in that framework. And of course, we will also fly you to Lisbon so you can attend the Web Summit 2023 with accommodation, flights, and meals covered by us. And this is to give you a chance to connect with even more corporates, eventual partners, and investors to also help you out with your business. And in general, for us, it's really mainly that. But we think that here it's something that we have a lot to give and a lot that you can gain from us. For example, the startups that were finalists last year and that we are working with, they are actually testing new markets with the pilots that they are going to do with us. So Coolbox, they are going to test with us in Mozambique, which is a new market for them. And Mobilize is going to test with us in Portugal and Spain, which is also a new market for them. And I am giving you this example just because, of course, each pilot has different objectives. But in these two cases, for these startups, what they gained was, of course, to test with us and get access to our infrastructures and our connections. But they also got the chance to test new markets. And I think that this is something that maybe you are also interested in. So there are a lot of possibilities when it comes to working with us, and we are flexible. And that is the message that I want to pass on today. So, of course, in the Q&A, you can ask us some questions also about these types of things and how we usually do our processes of doing pilots and collaboration. So I think on my side, it's all set. Gonçalo, you can move forward.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Joanna. We're starting to have some comments. I'll let just the people also comment in the meanwhile while I move to presenting a quick overview of the timeline. So here we can look at what's in the past and what's coming, and or maybe we can assess already one of the questions that we have. So Julie asks, what is the typical project size, amount of funding? So maybe Joanna, Mark, if you can assess this question before I move on to presenting the timeline.
Maybe, Mark, do you want to answer this regarding the type of projects that you usually do or that you could eventually do for this stream of scaling energy storage?
I would say that we can even avoid the how do you say it, the limitations of the timeline at this stage. We really would like to address the concept first, but we are talking about projects. It depends, right? We have projects with low TRLs, 2, 3, 4, that reach market in a couple of years, or we have projects with higher TRLs that are even faster. So it also depends on the proposals that we might have. At least on the technology side, we don't want to absolutely anchor on that, definitely. Regarding the preparation of the collaboration, so to speak, and basically what's next on this timeline is just to show you that it takes some time on the preparation and analysis. Why do we? Because we like to have interaction in order to better understand this type of technologies. Things are not black and white, so we actually want to usually have some interaction also to address the type of proposals that might come in this program as well. I think I said it all. I don't know, Joanne, if you want to add something.
Okay, but Marco, what exactly is the typical project size? So amount of funding, which was the question. Yeah. Of course, it depends on the type of project that.
If you're talking about a digital application, a couple of €100,000. If you're talking about building up a pilot, putting some millions. Bring us the concept. It's the main thing. At Galp, we have a saying that we don't do projects based on budget. We don't do projects based on funding. We do projects based on concepts. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing. In the end of the day, all of these projects can have scalability, and we can address that for sure.
Thank you so much, João and
Thank
Marco,
you.
for your very clear and thorough explanation again. Please feel free to continue to send your comments on the chat, and also utilize the questions, dedicated questions tab, because there you can upvote actually the questions that are more important or for you as well, that other people have asked, and we can make sure that we assess all of them. So please free to utilize that as well. So quickly going over the timeline of the program, as you can see from left to right, we have that on May the 2nd, applications opened, and we are currently in the Ask Me Anything session stage. So we are at the fourth one presently. And then you have until September 10th to actually submit your applications, but you don't have to wait to September 10th. You can submit them whenever you want. So until September 10th, you have the time for that. And afterwards, from September 11th to October 12th, is where we at Hello Tomorrow, along with Galp's team, are going to review our applications and make sure which ones align best with what we are searching for. And on October 13th, we actually going to announce the top 5 startups. So one for each of the vertical, each of the topics that we mentioned before, excuse me. And from that moment on, we'll start the collaboration with Galp. And as Joanna mentioned before, the Web Summit will take place on November the 15th. So you'll have an opportunity to travel and attend the Web Summit also after the collaboration starts on November 15th. So that's a quick overview of the timeline. I'm guessing, I'm seeing here that we are also getting some more questions. So Julie asks also, are there areas within your operation, example, upstream, mid, downstream, that are higher priority? So Marco, João, if you want to address this question, please feel free.
Yeah, sure. I can address this one. No higher priority, I would say. Midstream, meaning that all the part with related to biofuels, green hydrogen, etc. It's always a new market. It's always a new interest. So there is. I wouldn't call it a priority, but I would call it's the hotspot of this type of projects. Nevertheless, both upstream and downstream are more than welcome. If the ideas and the concepts are good, just bring it on.
Perfect. Very well said. Marco, we have also a question from Tarvu. What kind of batteries use cases does Galp mostly have in its portfolio? And also, what are the cases that need the most attention to be immoved, to be
Improved.
improved? Okay.
Improves batteries. We look at lithium batteries most of all. Okay, and it's the investment of Galp, of course, and all the process related with lithium batteries, etc., etc. All different types of batteries, sodium batteries, hybridization of batteries, second life batteries, recycle, everything. It's again, this is a brand new world, batteries, and we want to address it all. We want to be in the complete value chain. We are from the upstream to the midstream part of the value chain in batteries, so we can address it all.
Okay, thank you so much, Marco, for your answer. We have another question, this one on the question tab. So do you cover 100% of the startup's costs during a pilot project? So
Yes,
Joanna?
we cover the pilots fully. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
nice.
fully
Short.
funded by Galp.
Exactly, to the point. So it's 100% covered by Galp. So at this point, I believe that we are on par with the questions that were asked. Alba, if at any point I'm missing some question, just feel free to step in and interrupt me. But also after this is exactly the dedicated slide for questions and answers. So again, we incentivize you to ask the questions to Galp's team. That's why we're here. So feel free to continue to type your questions and make the most out of this situation. And having here present also two of the people that would be responsible for actually the selection process. So if you want to take advantage of that as well, it's the perfect moment for that. I see that we have another question, I believe. So Jeff, Ajuan, and Marco, if my concept is adding to the final stage of demo unit before mass production, would that be okay? So maybe Joanna or Marco, if you want
You're
to.
talking about high TRL, yes,
I believe.
good concept always to bring ITRLs, TRL 7.8 that want to demonstrate and go to the market. Yes, different challenge, of course. We are demonstrating and building a business model. We do that as well.
Yeah, because for this challenge also in particular, we have a minimum TRL of 3 and 4, but what you can see in the guidelines is that that's the minimum. So if it's higher, it's also okay by us, and we are not limiting that. So we are going to be assessing each of the projects and the technologies one by one, and so as Marco said, it's fine.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Marco and Joanna, again for your answer. As you put it, yeah, it's at least TRL 3.4, so experimental proof of concept. So anything above will be more than welcome. And we have another question from Ted. Do you have electrical engineering expertise that wind age can access? So do you have any specific electrical engineering expertise that a startup Wingate can access? So maybe uh, Joanna or Marco, part of the expertise at Galp.
Joan, you go. We have just a note. We have a renewable innovation center. Those are the guys of the electrons. We are usually known as the guys of the molecules. So I'll pass it to Joan.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I don't know specifically what you mean with this question, and but for sure we have electrical engineering expertise on the team, and we can connect you to the right people at the right time. I am not sure if this means that, and I see that the company is called WindH, so I am not sure if it is more suitable to apply to a different vertical or to this one, but I also urge you to check out our website and check out the 5 of the streams that we have and the ones that you can apply to. But yeah, we do have expertise on electrical engineering, to answer it bluntly.
Yeah, perfect. That's what we need. So it's part of the expertise at Galp and part of the expertise that you'll be able to access should you have the possibility to collaborate with Galp. We have another question on the question tab from Tarvo. So yes, in case of batteries, are you more interested in aggregation of batteries your clients have, or in the battery solution that can combine with your own renewable generation plants? So are you more interested in aggregation of batteries of your clients, or to targeting more to combine your own renewable generation plants? So maybe.
I wouldn't say neither of them. We want to produce batteries or recycle batteries. Um, we don't want to, if that implies the aggregation of batteries from different clients, that can be a business in the future, but I don't think we're there. At least Galp is not there still. On the other side, using batteries from our renewable generation plants can be a solution, definitely, in order to fight intermittency, but it needs to be something very scalable, I would say.
Perfect. Completely understood. We have also another one from Fabrice, and he asks if we can apply to two different verticals with two different solutions. So I think I can take this one and say that you're more than welcome to apply to two different verticals with two different solutions. And in fact, you can apply with that as many solutions as you have and as you want, as long as there are TRL 3/4 experimental proof of concept or higher technology based solution. Just feel free. That's exactly what we're looking for. So yes, in short. And another question that I see here from Nicholas, it's quite the big one. So would you consider systems that are a combination of ITRL technologies that are being used for novel industry applications? So it gives a specific example, I believe. But in short, Marco, Joanna, would you be open? It's a bit of what we talked before regarding higher TRLs, but shifting towards novel industrial applications of the solution, I believe.
Yeah, I would say it makes sense. I would say it can make sense under operations enhancement. It also makes sense as well. Innovation is often not bringing something that it's brand new. It's just joining concepts that make sense and work in the end of the day. So, for sure.
Okay, I think that's also clear as well. And he has a follow-up. So is thermal energy storage relevant for this program? So again, Marco, if you want to address.
Thermal, yes, definitely, of course. If we grab the heat from any type of operation and can use it anywhere, it's a plus. It's a plus. Either it's for regeneration of amines on CCS or heat coming from electrolyzers or going anywhere. Heat is a huge source of energy, and we want to use it as much as we can.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Marco, again. We have one more question. So what is the ultimate goal for Galp to run this program? Are you looking for acquisition targets or something else? So I think we addressed a little bit about the goal, but maybe, Joanna, you can go further and why.
Yeah, no, the program has, so it's not related to acquisition targets. And here you are talking to the innovation team, and it is the innovation team of Galp that runs this program. We do not get involved in acquisition processes. What we do and why this program exists is that we always do innovation outside in an outside-in approach. So we don't have our own R&D facilities and all of that. So we need to, for sure, look outside and partner with startups, with universities, with labs, with research facilities, because we don't have it inside at Galp. And since I am not sure if you were here at the beginning of my presentation when I presented the company, but although we are traditionally an oil and gas company, we are shifting our business, and we have been doing that for quite a while. And one of the focuses is on actually decarbonizing our industrial facilities, which is more related to the topic that we are covering here today. But to do that, we need to do these partnerships and we need to test solutions. So basically, we do this program because we need to, as the innovation team, we need to help the company on that strategy and on this path towards the energy transition. And also because since we are the innovation, we work for the company, but we also challenge the company, and we present to the company new solutions, and we try to actually make Galp a more innovative company as a whole. So you would be working alongside us, and you would help us on this challenge that we have ahead of us. But also, I would add that you can expect from us always a win-win scenario for both parties. And I mentioned before that the startups that we are working with from last year, they are testing new markets. So we are testing their technology, but they are also gaining something from working with us. And that's always what we look for. I hope that answered your question.
I believe so. Joanne, a very thorough question, so I believe it was very clear. Thank you so much. And we have two, maybe three questions from Jose that he asks what level of knowledge of project capital expenditures, so CAPEX, and operational expenditure, OPEX, is required to apply to the call? And does Galp provide any tools or resources to help calculate and validate the total cost of a project? So
No, we don't provide any tool. You need to do your own financials. That's it. That's basically it. We do evaluate the financials, okay, capex, opex, etc. We calculate the NPVs, IRR, but if you bring it, it will be much more solid in order for us to evaluate.
Okay, thank you so much, Marco, for your answer. Jose, I hope that it clears also your questions, and I believe it does. So at this point, I believe that we are caught up with the questions that we have received so far. So please feel free to continue to add any final questions that you might have. In the meantime, I'll take advantage to just quickly, briefly mention what's coming up. So we have another Ask Me Anything session, as mentioned before, coming up next week on harnessing electric mobility. So this one will be us at Hello Tomorrow, Galp, as well as BMW, and it will take place June 15th. So please feel free to look at that QR code, take your phones and register for it if it's interesting for you as well. And in the meantime, I saw that Nicholas also asked another question, so I'll take a look at that and also answer one more question as it is right here. So Nicholas asks, which kind of applications are you looking for? Only on Galp's processes or beyond? Say in an agro-business factory. Okay, so it's more specific, but we also mentioned the applications that would be the focus. But maybe each one, if you can go into some more detail regarding the specific case that Nicholas is talking about here.
I think that it's better, honestly, Nicolas, if you go to the website and read each of the challenges that we have there, each of the 5 challenges, because I am not sure if you are mentioning the agribusiness here related to the topic that we have here at hand, so the scaling energy storage and environmental processes, or if you are asking if by having an agribusiness startup, I don't know, you can apply for the program. I think it depends a lot on the solution that you have, and please do look through the other streams that we have and check out which one is most suited to you.
Thank you, Joanna. Very well put. Exactly. In the Startup the Future website, we share in the chat, you'll be able to find everything regarding the challenges, the topics that we're looking for, the specific solutions, as well as a fact page that will frequently ask questions that you might help you solve also additional little bits and pieces to understand the overall image and solutions that we are looking for. He also, Jose asks another question. So can Galp cover the cost of detailed engineering design as part of this program? So in specific, this part of
I can add that one. No, we don't, because it's outside the realm of innovation. We cover all the costs until BEDP, basic engineering design package, including feasibility, pre-feasibility, etc., etc. Outside that, it needs to be a project that it's already incorporated in Galp's business, and it's passed to one of the business units. So under this program, unfortunately, we cannot do that.
Okay, thank you so much, Marco, for your answer. I think we have time for one more question that we have here in the dedicated questions tab from Tarvu. So if Galp has renewable generation plants, then is Galp doing the energy trading in-house or is it outsourced? So maybe Marco, if you can continue, Joanna.
In-house.
Just in-house. Okay, perfect. Then it's more than answered. Thank you so much for the question, Tarvo, and also Marco for the answer. I believe that we have managed to cover every question that we have. Alba, correct me again if I'm wrong, but I think that we are online with everything that you asked. And here, as I was mentioning, the next Ask Me Anything session, please feel free to share with your network if you think it would be relevant. And also, I want to thank everyone present in the audience for attending this session, for being here. I want to thank Alba also and the HT team for being here as well with me. And I want to thank the Galp team, Joan and Marco, for being present, taking part of your day to answer all of these questions that we got from startups. And open the floor one last time. If you want to add any comments, Joanna, Marco, please feel free. It's the time for it. Maybe we can start with Joanna. Any last comments that you might have?
Well, I would just urge you to apply if you think that your solution fits this program. And we very much look forward to working with you in the future. And yeah, just good luck to everyone watching. And if you by any chance don't have a suited solution, but you know someone that might have, please also introduce the Startup the Future program to them.
Thank you so much, Juan and Marco. If you want to add something, some final comments.
Just bring your ideas. As I said, concept is everything, but bring us robust concepts that match and close the loop in the end of the day. If you have the financials, we know it's high level. We know we're talking about innovation. Just bring it on. We are eager to find new solutions, and we have a huge team of engineers available to talk to you if necessary. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Juan and Marco. I wanted to also comment on Jeff's comments. Love seeing you here, Jeff, as well. Thank you so much for the nice comment. And for everyone, feel free to reach out to me at Hello Tomorrow and also to Alba if you have any questions. We are here for it to clarify any questions that you might have post this Ask Me Anything session, as well as to schedule a call if need be. We're at your disposal to answer any questions that you might have. I'll also, as Juan and Marco mentioned, here at Hello Tomorrow and Galp, we're very excited to see your solutions. So please feel free, don't wait to apply. Very much looking forward to them. And thank you so much one last time to everyone, to Galp and to HT, and have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gonzalo. And
Thank
thank you
you,
so
everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.